Sometimes pregnancy and childbirth can be a trigger for women experiencing or acknowledging wider mental health problems for the first time. The following short film tells one mother's experience of when things don't go to plan and the impact it had on her mental health.
I think probably I didn't anticipate what it was going to be like. I have quite a lot of friends and things that have children, but it's not, you don't really know what that means until you have your own. I just was willing to see what happens. That was kind of what I thought. I'll try and feed and I'll see what happens, but I hadn't really given it much more thought than that, really. And the labour, I'd done a hypnobirthing course and things, so I felt I knew. I tried to prepare myself as best I could, but then you appeared and it was a bit different to what I expected. Yeah, straight away. Truthfully, I don't really remember that either, which I've really struggled with actually, because I don't remember her being born. My husband has a picture of it, like, sort of, she's about 4 seconds old or something, but I don't remember that. She wouldn't latch. It was really difficult. That was not long after she was born. It was jaundice and everything, and because she was early, she was just so sleepy. So feeding started off badly. And the first sort of probably 8 weeks were really difficult. But there was something about feeding her myself that I really wanted to do. I didn't think I would feel like that, but all of a sudden it was like the most important thing to me. I found it really difficult. It wasn't until I think she was probably about 5 days old and I managed to get her to latch. She didn't really feed, but she did latch. And I was so excited about that. I didn't think having your baby latch would be such a big moment. And okay, it took her ages to feed from then, but we got there. Not particularly well. I've got a great support around me, family, friends, my husband, but I didn't know how I was feeling. I thought, how does any new mum feel? Like, I just dreaded the moment she would wake up and need to feed because I couldn't do it. So that week I was diagnosed with postnatal depression and was put on medication, and I'm still on it. Being able to feed so easily is just lovely. I always said, oh yeah, it'll just be this easy thing that you just, you know, you go out for lunch, your baby just feeds and you can do whatever you want. That wasn't what it was like the first few weeks. It was just awful. I just, like I said, I didn't want to go out, I didn't want her to feed. I just wanted somebody else to do it. But now it's, you don't have to think about it. Oh, she's crying, oh, let's feed her. And now that she's weaning, I'm getting a bit sad that I might not be able to do this forever. I think it was between 8 and 10 weeks. It was a really long time and it felt never ending. There was a day that the midwife, the health visitor came and weighed her and she'd lost a lot of weight, and she said, look, I think top-ups is the way forward until she gets feeding established properly. So I did that and I felt like the worst mum in the world. But that lasted, well, she was getting formula for a couple of days and then I was expressing. So it was my milk she was getting in a bottle, but there was just something about it not being straight from me. But then that lasted a couple of weeks and she was fine and feeding from me. I had a really tough time feeling like she was mine. And I think that was just a combination of how difficult I found the labour, and because she was early, I wasn't like mentally prepared for her to be here yet. And as soon as I started to feel better, once I was on the medication and things, all of a sudden it started falling into place because I had relaxed a bit. Yeah, because I didn't know how I was feeling really. Like I said, I just thought, well, doesn't every new mum struggle with this bit? And it isn't until somebody else says to you, we can help you with that. there was something wrong, or if that's just the way you had to feel when you first became a mum. Like, you see everybody says, oh yeah, it's really difficult the first few weeks. And that's how I was feeling. It was really difficult. But it wasn't until it was mentioned, postnatal depression, I thought, okay, let's see, because you never expect that to be something you get yourself.
If you're worried that you or a member of your family might be suffering from postnatal depression, please speak to your midwife, your health visitor, or your GP. Other sources of support can also be found on the Parent Club website at www.parentclub.scot, such as the Association for Postnatal Illness, the Maternal Mental Health Alliance, or the Samaritans. Thank you.